Now pay attention. You see this fellow here, right? That Bowser dude. Well, he tends to lose every time he tries to take on Mario in one of the Super Mario games. No matter what he does, he just can't do it, and tends to lose a lot. So, how could he possibly win? Well, I think I have an answer for this. Bowser, sometimes known as King Koopa, is a large, powerful, fire-breathing Koopa who leads the Koopa Troop, a band of evil turtle minions. He has repeatedly kidnapped or attempted to kidnap Princess Peach with the ultimate goal of defeating Mario and taking over the Mushroom Kingdom. And you can bet he tried. He did an invasion with airships, tried to use UFOs, has thrown tons of enemies at you, but always failed. So what would be the best way for him to stand a chance against Mario and the forces of the Mushroom Kingdom? Well, I have come up with a couple of ways how he could finally win and take over everything like he always dreamed of. But first, let's look at what Mario can do to see if we can come up with something to target his weaknesses. Now, our goofy Italian has a couple of trademark abilities, like his jumping and stomping powers, with which he defeats most of his enemies. And he can also gain powers from a plethora of items, such as the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower, and the Superstar. Besides that, we can see him perform all kinds of complicated free-running moves in almost every 3D Mario game. So, as a base character, he is very agile, and when you add power-ups on top of that, he gets more defense, attack, or movement options. What it comes down to is that Mario kind of adjusts himself to the situation with the power-ups, and besides that, he's great at dodging. Now, how could we possibly exploit this in any way? Is there even a weak point in this plan of attack? Well, I came up with 3 possible things Bowser could do or use to defeat the Mustache Man and take over the kingdom. First up, Powerups, a classic to the series, which has powers beyond your beliefs. And something like this could be very handy. Now you have your standard ones like the mushrooms and fire flowers. However, there are ones that will completely steamroll those. A good example of this is the Power Star, an object with limitless power that can destroy almost anything upon touch. If Bowser would get his hands on these, especially if he gets a lot of them, then he can completely destroy the Mushroom Kingdom and anyone else. However, they're quite hard to get, so that could be a huge problem, especially if you want to fuel the Koopa army. But luckily enough, there are others that are just as good, or even better. And maybe those are available in bigger numbers. And we're in luck actually, because there's a huge list of some extremely strong ones. For example, the Invincibility Leaf, Mega Mushroom, Metal Cap, Rainbow Star, and even more. With these, you could power up the whole army, including Bowser and his private gang. So all of a sudden, Mario and the rest are in a huge disadvantage. He could completely destroy Mario with these by getting new, useful, and powerful abilities. So if he would use this properly, then he could get an easy win for sure. But there are actually more ways how this could work out. Because another one is magic, something Bowser has used before, but could be used a lot better in ways. According to the Super Mario Bros. Instruction booklet, Bowser is a skilled user in dark magic, using it to turn the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom into blocks and other items. While this aspect of Bowser's abilities is not seen in many other games, he makes use of similar magic to shrink people in Mario Party 4 and turn a Koopa Troopa into a frog in Mario Party 2. And he also teleports himself away after being beaten at Bowser's Star Reactor and Bowser's Dark Matter plant in Super Mario Galaxy. Finally, he can also transform himself, such as turning into a giant boulder during his final fight in Super Mario Galaxy, or changing into Giga Bowser in the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. So he has some tricks up his sleeve that could easily be used to conquer almost any piece of land on the planet. However, he tends to use it in a terrible way, or could get a lot more out of it, by enhancing it to the max. For example, he uses a magic potion of sorts to revive himself after he died. If they would use this more often and efficiently, then he could be invincible. However, he never really does that. even other magical powers aren't used as much as they should be. So he has the ability to do it, and probably even the resources given time. But he doesn't really use this power, sadly enough. Brute strength just doesn't seem to work for him. It might fit with his character, but he just can't succeed in it. However, luckily enough, there's another way how he can win without even laying a finger on his enemy. It requires skill and knowledge, and it's something that can give him so much power you can't even imagine. But for this you need to learn a couple of things, and that's where our good chap Skillshare comes in, our sponsor for this video. They are a platform that does online learning, which can come in handy a lot. And believe me, they got you set. You can learn how to do almost anything: drawing, animation, languages, and data science. The thing that's important for Bowser. So if you ever had the dream of being skilled at a certain thing, become the true master of the craft, then their premium membership offers you unlimited access to high-quality classes from experts. It's even affordable. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. That's nothing really. And it all gets even better, because they were kind enough to create a link that gives the first 500 people a free 2-month subscription to their platform. So a good deal. Be sure to check it out. The link will be in the description, and I encourage you to give it a go. It's a really good offer. Now, this is also where Bowser rolls in, because one of Skillshare's classes is data science, something that's always handy. And there's one big reason why this is useful: insight. And when it comes to genius, complex and amazing designs, then Bowser's army is certainly a good pick. With skills like that, combined with engineering and computer science, it's the perfect tool to create some awesome war robots, but also other useful things. If the Koopa Kingdom would develop a lot faster than a Mushroom Kingdom, then they will end up with a lot of wealth or power no matter what. Just compare the two and you will see that the Toads have a quite simplistic life, compared to the amazing feats of Bowser's machines, like airships, cannons, spaceships, robots, and more. If they would expand that over time and implement it in their economy, then they will go leaps and bounds past the Mushroom Kingdom. It could be his one road to success. His society would be so advanced that it could solve all the problems of the Toads and their princess in no time. So really, if he just continues his current path of technological growth, then he can dominate in a short amount of time. And we have even seen this work with the more aggressive approach, like in Super Mario Bros. 3 when he took over all the other kingdoms with his airships, and the time he sieged Mushroom Castle in Super Mario Galaxy. So clearly this has a lot of potential no matter what he does. Even if he is dumb, screws up, or becomes passive, he will advance fast by the looks of it. Now, will we ever see this in the games? I don't think so. Nintendo wants to keep up the good guy, bad guy narrative after all. So Bowser will remain the villain with a high chance of winning, but our little Italian is supposed to be the hero, so he is always victorious. However, there is hope though. Ganondorf won in Breath of the Wild, which never really happened before. Link always won in the end. But there, it just ended in chaos and no one saved them. Link was even defeated and basically died. So maybe Mario will face a similar event in the future. Well, only time will tell after all. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our sponsor Skillshare, and if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe to Dr.Wily, and also with the little bell icon. That would be lovely.